Hello and welcome back to Becca Can Budget. My name is Becca and I am a 42-year-old cash budgeter who's learned that if I can make it cute and engaging enough, even I can learn to budget. I hope everyone had a wonderful and restful weekend and that you were prepared to go into the week ahead. I am not really, my body has developed this fantastic new habit of waking me up at 5 a.m. and not letting me go back to sleep. I don't know if it's the changing of the seasons or just one of those lovely perks that comes with getting older. Either way, I don't like it. You can really take that stuff back and just let me sleep until a normal time. But it's fine. We're going to get this video recorded because it is our first cash stuffing together and the first time I'm really going to go over my weekly budget in a little more detail. And I am also going to do the June group play from Budget with Amanda for the first time, and I'm really excited about that. It's super cute. And then I want to do the savings challenges for my month ahead binder and just go over some of the new Etsy drops that are coming out later today, as well as the Kofi freebies. Anyway, let's get into that. I do apologize once again for any awkwardness or fumbling around because I've never done this on camera before. I'm feeling a bit out of sorts, but I'm going to do my best to keep it cohesive. Okay, so this is my budget or cash stuffing binder, and I will link the Etsy shop that I got it from below. The name of the shop is escaping my mind at the moment, but I'll make sure that if you want one of these and they come in many colors, you can get one. Eventually I'll probably decorate it up with stickers and stuff, but I'm not there yet. So like I had talked about in my introduction video, I do share the big housing expenses with my boyfriend, and out of respect for his privacy, I'm not going to share those on the channel. I will be sharing everything else, anything that I only pay for or that's not a bigger expense. And then I also, I get paid bi-weekly, but I like to split my paychecks into two so that I'm essentially being paid weekly. It's way easier for me to keep track of things. I'm really terrible about writing down every bit that I spend, and it feels really overwhelming to me. Could be the ADHD, could just be me, but if anyone else struggles that way and you happen to get paid bi-weekly or you get paid monthly, I really highly recommend giving it a try to split it up into a weekly situation, because it's just, you have to touch your stuff every single week and it keeps it much more manageable if you're really bad at writing down your expenses. Anyway, I do part cash, part digital. So anything that comes straight out of my bank account or that goes on a credit card and that gets paid every month, I like to keep that digital. That way I don't have to run back and forth from the bank all the time. You know, they have restrictive hours. I'm working during those hours. It's just kind of a pain. So that would be my monthly subs, the medication for my dog Moxie, health and beauty, because some of that stuff I buy, or most of that stuff I buy online, my bank account buffer, and my annual subscriptions. Those all are digital. The rest is in cash. So I'm not going to count everything out because there's not a lot there. This is all of my savings stuff for today, and it's all in crispy ones, and nobody wants to be tortured by watching me count that. I've counted it a few times already and I didn't even enjoy it. So we are going to start with monthly subs, and I may or may not break this folder down into more detail at some point, but I like to keep all of my subscriptions on a spreadsheet with the dates and all of that. It's just easier for me, and then I put them all into one folder, and then it's just one number to keep track of on a regular basis. So I've got 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, $7.48. And this is just some cheap board game replacement money that I got from Amazon. I can link it below if anyone's interested. It came with a huge number of them, so I don't feel like I'm going to run out anytime soon. I'd have to make a lot more money to run out of the denominations that I need, which, you know, not a terrible problem to have. Okay, and Moxie's nail appointment, I do stuff in cash because I like to tip them in cash. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 for that. And then Moxie's medications, I pay online because we have to order them through the online pharmacy. So that I do digital. So that's 15. She is on her anti-anxiety meds and takes a very expensive probiotic that's supposed to help with the anxiety. It seems to do the trick, and she likes the powder on her food, so it's expensive, but it seems to be working out. For my massage, I pay that in cash because this is the tip. We actually have an account with plenty of money in it for the massage itself. So I actually put in 10 already in this one because my appointment this month is a little earlier in the month, so I want to be ahead of it. So I'm stuffing 10, so it'll be a total of 20 in there. Health and beauty covers things like my eye drops and my press-on nails. So nope, that one is not cash because I buy that stuff online. That is digital. So 10 into health and beauty. Groceries I do in cash because I go to the store, and that gets 15. Normally there'd probably be money left over in these, but I wanted to do kind of a fresh start for the video. Garden, I do pay in cash. And this is for my little vegetable garden. And it gets 5 every week. Then hobbies, I forgot to write down on here. My bad. We'll just pop you in there. Hobbies gets 10 every week. I do have a boatload of hobbies, and they add up. I try not to spend the whole thing every month, but I think it might be a lost cause for the most part. Then buffer is my bank account buffer. So obviously I keep that digital, so that gets 8. Annual subscriptions gets 5. And I am trying to move more of my subscriptions to an annual plan. It's just more cost effective that way, but you know, I need to have the cash before I can do that. So that is our cash stuffing taken care of, and I'm going to get set up for savings challenges. Okay, so like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I am doing the group play from Budget with Amanda, and this month she did a Finding Nemo theme, which I think is just too cute. I will admit, it's been a long time since I've watched this movie, and I've never seen the second one, so I might need to watch the second one before I do questions further in. I am going to keep the A6 challenges, which again, very cute. I think this is probably not online anymore, so if you haven't grabbed it already and you are interested in playing, definitely keep an eye out for next month for whatever theme she decides to do. We are gonna play with this stuff. Are you zipped or unzipped? There we go. So I have 2 weeks worth of this to get caught up on. So I budgeted for 2 weeks worth. got $30 set aside to potentially play with on this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. If we don't use the full 30, then that's fine. We will put that toward another binder. And I think this is probably going to go toward my month ahead, but I haven't completely decided yet. So she did 3 rolls per week on this one, the Jellyfish Breakout. And let me tell you guys, the colors on this are kind of what sold me on the group play this month. I wasn't sure, but I was like, it's so cute. It's so cute. I cannot escape it. Okay. Grab this. So she did, like I said, I think 3 rolls with a D4 each week. We will go ahead and do that. So for week 1, we've got a 1, 4, and a 3. So week 1, 7 and 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then week 2, we've got 3, 2, and 1. So 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, excellent start. I am excited to play the board game at some point too. I might do that next week. And then I am going to do the this or that. I've enjoyed watching everyone's answers on this one. We will use green. So I am going to assign, we'll do 1 and 2 since that's what everyone else seems to be doing. So first one, it's because she did 2 of these a week, so I'm going to be doing 4. So open ocean or fish tank. I have to say that I am totally with Cooper from Purely Budgets on this one. I like being taken care of, and a fish tank has me taken care of. The open ocean, like if the open ocean says it's taking care of me or it will take care of me, I feel like that's a threat and not a comforting thing to hear. The open ocean is terrifying. So we are going to go with fish tank. So $2 for that. And then sharks or turtles. Everyone seems to be taking this as like a swimming with the sharks or the turtles. I think both are pretty freaking awesome. Swimming with them though, I don't want to swim in the ocean. So I'm going to take it as like, which one do I like more? And I think sharks are like super cool and they get a really bad PR rep. So I'm going to go with sharks. And then Marlin or Dory. I feel like Dory and I together would be a huge problem if we were hanging out because neither one of us have our stuff together. Marlin, I feel like I could probably balance that whole equation out. And I get Marlin. I really do. If I had had kids, I would have been a helicopter parent for sure, which is probably one of the reasons I didn't. And then sea anemone or corals. I think both are cool, like Amanda said, but corals are absolutely gorgeous and super endangered. And I think if I were going to spend some time around them or just look at them for a long time, I'd want it to be corals. So we've got 2, 3, 4, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we do have a little bit left. So I might go ahead and do this. Yeah, let's do this one. So I'm going to, I believe, roll to move forward. If I'm wrong, that's my bad. Somebody can explain that to me. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So saving 1. And then do another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 1. Wow. Okay. And 3. 1, 2, 3. Another 1. Alrighty. We will go with that. So 1, 2, and 3. I don't want to finish this one up too early. All right. So give me just a moment. I'm going to clip all the appropriate things together and I'll be right back. All right, so I have all of that packed up, put safely away for next week. And now we are going to move on to my month ahead. My month ahead is my bunny binder. The crow may be my spirit animal, but when it comes to cute animals, other than the crow, because they're cute, bunnies are the choice for me. So I used to be a month ahead on most of my expenses, but I used that to pay off the last of my consumer debt. I am very fortunate that I don't have any of that left. I still have way too many or way too much in student loans, but I don't really want to talk about that at the moment. And I deal with those in long-term savings. But my main priority right now is to get a month ahead again. At least on my smaller expenses. It may not be like my mortgage and all of that, but on my smaller expenses, I want to be a month ahead, and then I will start putting more of my savings money into long term. But let's get this out of here. Okay, and took you away. These inserts are not on my Kofi yet, but I am going to edit them down and put up there as a freebie probably later this week, if anyone's interested. And I will do my best to make these visible, but my space is a little limited, so I apologize for that. I have been seeing a lot more people do the evens odds rolls with the D4, so I think I'm going to try that for the month ahead binder, at least for this week, and see how it goes. So I'll do 1 bill for odds and 2 bills for evens. I do have, I think, a total of 47 in here now because there was 7 left from the group play, if I remember correctly. And we'll get started. What did everyone get up to for the weekend? Anything fun? Exciting? Not so fun? We, for the most part, stayed around the house. I had a migraine on Friday, and I always need a lot of time to recover from those. Good fun, not those good old migraines. Wow, it's a lot of evens. But we finished out our season 8 in Diablo 4. Don't know if anyone here plays that. We have been enjoying it for the most part. That means that we get to go back to Final Fantasy XIV, which is our main game that we play together. And we are super far behind because I dragged him into Diablo. And last week, we did our kind of session 0, or our character setup, to play a tabletop game called Fabula Ultima. And I'm super excited. I am playing a little goblin character, and I love little goblins. And I only had one left, so probably shouldn't have rolled. All right, and let's get through these. Hoping that the video isn't super insanely long. My apologies if it is. Right, so envelope 1. We have this very cute little kitty from Toria's Budgets, and this is a digital, paid digital set of challenges that I got from her Etsy, and I'll have everyone linked below or tagged below for the challenges that I used today. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to put into hers. And we'll use green. So I'm going to treat each of these as 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Love watching Toria's channel, or Victoria's channel. She's so chill, super sweet. Okay. And then in 2, we have this extremely cute little sunshine and popsicles from Reynolds Budget. I love Reynolds Budget stuff. She makes the cutest stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 for this one. I didn't assign this yet. Let's do 2 for each of those. I said it was 7. My short-term memory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yes. Okay, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I know these are probably mostly roll and saves, and maybe someday I will treat them that way, or maybe like pre-roll them. I think that might be a good way to do it, just so I don't have to do extra stuff on camera. And in 3, we have this Anything is Popsicle, which absolutely cracked me up. This is from Teacher Mom Budgets, and it is on her Kofi. It is a freebie. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And for this one, let's do pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Love all the popsicle themes. Even though I can't eat popsicles, we are back to keto. We tried coming off of it and suffered consequences. So no popsicles for us, unfortunately. Right, and then I have this very sassy and awesome frog from Saturn's Vault. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 for this one as well. Lots of 7s. So far, pretty even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It is finally supposed to be summer weather here this week. It's been chilly for the most part, which is definitely odd. But I don't like the heat, so, you know, I wasn't in any rush really. Right, and then we have this very cute castle, fairy castle from Pandyland. And this was also a freebie, as well as the last one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So far, everything's pretty evenly spread out. I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not that it matters too much because they're all just going to go to month ahead in general. But I still like it. I like it when things are nice and even and balanced. It's that Sagittarius in me again. Okay, and then in 6 we have this very cute Pride Month freebie from Budget with Amanda. And these ones are actually worth 2 each, so we will respect that here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Of course, we have an uneven number, but that's fine. So we'll just do 2, 4, 6, 8, and we'll only cross off half. And hopefully I can remember what I was doing there. We shall see. All right, and that is all of the month ahead savings challenges. So with that done, I just wanted to do a hopefully brief preview of the things that are the products that I'm putting out today. So for Kofi, I actually have one set of A6 challenges. And this is of course digital and a freebie. Probably have some more freebies coming out later this week or early next week, but this is it for today. I just have some honeybees here. Honeybees being one of the greatest creatures on the planet. 2 roll and saves, and then a little board game. So those will be up by the time this video is posted. And then for Etsy, I have been working on sets of A5 and A6 scratch and saves, and I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different. I decided that, you know, sometimes we watch YouTubers scratch off the scratch and saves, and then, you know, it kind of spoils what's underneath. Not for all of us. Some of us can immediately forget that, but not everyone is that way. So I thought it would be fun to have variations of each one. So each of these ones will have 3 variations each. So when you buy yours, you may or may not get the same one that someone else had. And I just thought that kept the element of surprise going, and I really like that. So this first one is a claw machine, and this is range 2 to 7 and range 2 to 10. Then we have another honeybee, and this one is range 2 to 5 for both. And there are spots where if you find a bee, you roll a die of your choice for the amount. And we have this very cute and very bad little kitty. And this one is range 1 to 7 and range 1 to 12. I love setting up the backgrounds on those. This one is Gotcha Some Savings. And I did something a little different with this in that if you find a capsule with a toy, you roll a die of your choice for the amount of stuff. If there is an empty capsule, you get to decide how much you're going to stuff. And you could do that by rolling if you wanted to. And that's range 1 to 5 and range 1 to 6. And then the last one of this type, we have our Happy Haunting. This is a roll and scratch, range 3 to 8 and range 4 to 10. Again, keeping it low income, budget friendly as much as I can. Then I have this set of A6 savings challenges. Now these ones don't have variations. It'll just be the A5 and A6 sets for now. So we've got a roll and save, a roll and scratch, and another roll and scratch. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way that all of these turned out. I hope you guys like them too. I will be offering 20% off in my shop for the next couple of weeks in celebration of my first big release besides what I just kind of had when I started my shop. I will be keeping all of these sample products, or the ones that I printed out to take photos and whatnot. I will be keeping them aside. I'm kind of thinking a giveaway when I hit 100 subs, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, if you guys stuck around this long, I truly appreciate you. And if you could leave me a comment below, I love to chat with you guys. Love to get to know more people in the community. A like would be appreciated. And if you want to see more from me in the future, go ahead and subscribe. Otherwise, you guys have a fantastic week, and I will see you on Friday. Bye.